Mic check 1 2. It's the Y2K collector, and yesterday was the last day for GameStop's buy two get one promo. So in this video, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to show you everything that I've added to the collection from that promotional deal, and then I'm going to talk about something very exciting that's going to be happening this week. So I'm really excited with regards to some trades that I'm going to be making. So let's first go through what's come in so far. Now, before we kind of go through all of this, I do just want to mention that I am still waiting on orders to come in. So I don't anticipate really getting all of my buy two get one pickups until the end of the month, which the month ends on Friday, I believe. So we'll probably have more pickups trickling in through the rest of this month. So let's start off with the condition upgrades, because I did leverage the promotion to get some condition upgrades. The first condition upgrade was this complete in box copy of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I was super shocked that this actually wound up coming complete in box in the mail. And this is very much a solid condition upgrade for me. I'm not going to take it out of its place. Most of you are familiar with Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So this was a great upgrade. Second was Street Fighter Alpha. Now it does have a couple scuffs that I'll be able to get rid of, but the main thing was the label. I did have a copy of Street Fighter Alpha 2 on the Super Nintendo, but the label had some serious damage on it. So this is definitely a label upgrade for me. So I'm glad about that. And then last but not least was this copy of Project Justice. Now I've had a real copy of Project Justice in my collection for years, but my copy only had a real disc. The case and manual were reproduction. So now I have a complete, authentic copy of Project Justice, which was a great find for me. And this was an in-store pickup as well. So really, really cool that I was able to kind of fix all three of these games and improve the condition within my collection. Next, we'll look at some of the handhelds. So as far as the handhelds go, I've got some solid handhelds. We've got Bust a Move 4, Wario Land 2. We got Grand Theft Auto, Bionic Commando, Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge on the Game Boy. And all of these are in pretty good condition. I would say 8 out of 10 condition, solid pickups. And then, of course, probably the most significant pickup of them all was this authentic copy of Pokemon Ruby. I was really worried that this would not be an authentic copy, but it was. That label is in really good condition, and you see the number stamps right there. So this is another solid pickup as far as handhelds go. And then I still collect for the PSP for select games, and I found this complete in box copy of Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. It does have the manual in there, so this was another really solid pickup for the PlayStation Portable. Now let's look at some of these other Super Nintendo games. So we got Illusion of Gaia, a pretty solid RPG. We got Saturday Night Slam Masters, one of the most difficult fighting games I've ever played. Executing the moves in this game is tough as nails. And then we also got The Incredible Hulk. Another game that I had when I was a kid. This isn't the most fun game, but I'm a Marvel fanatic, and I thought it would be really interesting to go back and play this. So plan on diving into that. Also had picked up a copy of Ghostbusters as well. Loose cart, but hopefully I'll be able to find the case and manual. That is a more rare one, I would say, to find complete in box, but it was cool to see. Then we got RoboCop on the Nintendo, a surprisingly good side-scrolling shooter. Honestly, RoboCop and the graphics are pretty good on the Nintendo, and this is not expensive at all. It's like a $10 game. So this was really cool to find in the wild. And then also a copy of Mega Man 6 for the NES as well, another really solid pickup. We had some horror games just in time for Halloween. We got Alone in the Dark on the Dreamcast. This was a find that I got in the wild. No manual on this one, but still was stoked to actually just find it boxed. It does have all the discs, just no manual. So, and I've heard of this game in the past. I'd always been interested in toying with it. So once I found it for $15 at that, and I got this as part of the buy two get one. So this game actually wound up costing me maybe like set $10 or $11. That to me felt like a deal. Even with it missing the manual, it felt like a deal to me. So grab that. And then The Ring, Terror's Realm. This was another one that I had never heard of before on the Dreamcast, to be honest with you. They had this one, picked this one up as a part of a buy two get one. and was really stoked to add this one in as well. With the buy two get one, this one came in at roughly around 40, which I was surprised when I added this to my collection in Game Eye. I didn't realize that this was a $100 game, so that was also a really good deal. Then we also had some online orders that I was shocked came complete in box. First up, we have Ultimate Alliance Gold Edition. So this is one that I had always wanted to get in my collection. I've had Ultimate Alliance. I do have Ultimate Alliance 2 as well. But this was really cool to get. Another solid pickup. Didn't realize how much this game goes for as well. This is another expensive one. I'm so used to Ultimate Alliance going for like 10 to 20 bucks. When I saw this online for like 150, I was like, what? What is it about this game? So I'm really gonna have to dive into this one here this weekend. Also, we got Way of the Samurai 3. So I picked this up because although I do have the 360 version, I do plan on trading away a lot of my Xbox 360 doubles. So if I have the same game on the PS3 or on the Xbox 360, I'm gonna sell my Xbox 360 version and keep the PS3 version. So, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about that in a second. So this one came complete in box, really cool game. It's a little bit more static, slow. It's not as fun as other hack and slashers, but it is a part of a pretty cool series that started back on the PS2, I believe, because you have Way of the Samurai 2, and now you have Way of the Samurai 3. So decent one. And then last but not least, again, just in time for Halloween, we have Resident Evil 2 on the GameCube. Another pretty solid pickup. I was stoked that this one came complete in box as well. Was glad to add this one in. Now, again, this does not account for everything that's coming in the mail. And I'll be quite honest with you, all of these games I pretty much were able to add for free because I'm actually going to be going to a play and trade event next week. And I'm really excited about that because I have a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be able to trade to be able to get some additional games as well. So that's really exciting for me. I'm also using that event as a way of purging a lot of items out of the collection. As you can see, all the boxes that were in this corner, for those of you who may not have known, but had a bunch of boxes in this corner, those are all gone now. So those are all loaded up and ready to go to be traded away. And that's kind of how I usually get a lot of my heavy hitters, like the heavy bangers. I take all the excess that I've accumulated throughout the spring and the summer, all the doubles that I get through 4 under 10, 4 under 10 for 20s and 4 under 20 for 40s. I may pick up a game that I already have, knowing that I'm going to use it in a trade. And so this is the time of year where trades become really relevant. They always usually start to pop off for me around the holidays. So I'm really excited about that. And then finally, I didn't just grab, retro games during this promotion. There were a few Switch games that I wanted to get back into my collection that I had sold before. And although I don't collect for the Switch as heavy, and I am still selling off huge chunks of my Switch collection, I did find some ones that I did want to add. So we'll go through some of them. So we have Daemon X Machina. This was one that was added. Was pretty stoked to find that. That was part of the buy two get one. Ray Storm, Ray Crisis. I recently spoke about this one in one of my recent videos. This is an excellent combo pack of two great working design shoot 'em ups that came out on the PS1. Val Faris, I talk about this game all the time. If you like Contra, you will love this game. This is like a Contra game with like hack and slash elements to it. The music is great. This has like Lords of Thunder music vibes to it. Very cool game. Do not sleep on Val Faris. It's a super sleeper. I don't know why people don't talk about that game enough. Then I also got this copy of Suikoden 1 and 2 Day 1 Edition. I had been holding out for this game because I didn't want to pay full price for it. I didn't want to get it when it first came out. Now, I do have Suikoden 2 on the PlayStation 2. I don't have Suikoden 1. That game has eluded me for years. I've been waiting to find like a decently priced copy. So I don't have Suikoden 1, but now I have 1 and 2. I do have Suikoden 3, and I have Suikoden 5. I just don't have Suikoden 4, so that's the only one that's missing. But it was cool to be able to add this one as part of the promotion. Dead Cells, Return to Castlevania. This was another one that I wanted to get back in the collection, but didn't want to have to pay full price for it. I'm a big fan of Metroidvania style games, and Dead Cells is one of the best Metroidvanias slash roguelike, I think, Metroidvanias on the Switch. So it was cool to get that one back. Another game that has eluded me for years, Travis Strikes Again. I've been wanting to get this game in my collection for years as well. Was glad that I was able to add this one as part of the buy two get one. Also got a PS5 game, so Hyper 5. I had seen this game and people had mentioned this game to me. I've heard mixed reviews on it. Some of the comments that I've gotten recently was that this game is like mediocre in terms of shooters. I've been getting recommendations of other shooters for the PlayStation 5, so may look into that as well. And then last but not least, on the PlayStation 4, Attack on Titan 2 Final Battle. Now, I do have Attack on Titan 2 Final Battle on the Switch, but I got a feeling that that might be a game that plays better on the PS4. Now, I could keep my Switch copy and just wait until I get the Switch 2 and play it on that, because there's more horsepower on the Switch 2. But I'm debating on which one I'm gonna keep. But all in all, I would say just some really solid pickups. Again, these are not all of the pickups that are coming in. There's definitely more on the way, but it's been a very hectic and busy week, but I would say a very productive week. And definitely looking forward to making some big time trades before this year is over. So let me know what you were able to pick up during this promotion, and stay tuned because I have a really slamming edited video that'll be coming out, if not later today, tomorrow. So let me know what you think, and I'll catch you in the next one. It's the Y2K Collector. Take it easy.